Sampath?
Yes, Vandana.
Were you able to connect to this Windows instance?
Yeah, I was able to connect it.
Okay. We'll complete IIS server today. First.
Yeah, sure.
Plugins also. Just true. So this domain join directory, this option is something used if you want to do a AD joining. If you have to do an active directory joining, in that scenario we can create a new directory and add it here so that we can join that directory from here.
I mean, like directory to use it for anything or just for a particular thing? I mean,
No,
instead
it's
of our
a,
home directory, we can give this directory location?
yeah, it's if you want to add an other directory, active directory, we have active directory concept in Windows, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to add another active directory, then we have to add it from here.
Okay.
Not adding it, but actually attaching it to this instance. It is like an external database which is attach it to this server. So where are you doing it? You're doing it from that place. From add storage, sorry, configure instance. You have to specify which directory needs to be attached there.
Okay. And when we run this instance, we can use the directory, right?
Yeah,
I
right,
mean,
right.
to save our document or anything.
Yes, you can use it.
Okay.
MSTSC. Take a minimum of 5 minutes. IS server. I'll quickly show you installation. Hardly 5 minutes. After installation, we have to set a directory path. So this is a place like let's say Apache server. We know default is var www var www, right? And for Tomcat 7/web something. So that's a default path. So for this, nothing like a default path, but you can set it always. So IIS server, you have to set a path from where it has to actually pick up. There will be default, it will be set to one path, but there is a feasibility that you can always reset it to the directory where you want to deploy. You can set that folder as a directory path. Your application could be deployed in the appropriate place. I will deploy files. Okay, let's get rid of the password. Let's enter it. Set the certificate. The last fish as well today. Last fish. Cheers. It's loaded. We have server manager. It shows local server. All set of servers. There's only one local server running here. Okay. Add roles and features. Next, role-based or feature-based installation. If you want to add Active Directory, you can do with Active Directory mail services. This is all something related to Active Directory. But now you want IIS and features. Web server IIS. IIS. Still next. Next. So the default IIS management console you get it. Let's create one folder. inet pub. Create a new folder. Zip file. That's it. Showing. So it has added IIS server here. IIS server manager. Open connection. Just load. Here already server is running, so start. It is started, so start button is not enabled for us. You can restart or you can stop and then start your server. Okay. Set defaults. Authenticate, compress, login, configuration editor. Settings. Sorry. In the site, go to basic settings. Get path. The system drive slash inetpub slash ww root. So now, sorry, where is that I have changed it? Changed it to inetpub slash temp slash deploy. I want it to be deployed here. Let's say if I'm not changing the path, first we'll try to deploy something, then we'll check it. Any other browser, you have to go Windows and this one. So I will add them. Still not okay. Yes. Yeah. So this is the IIS server home page. Okay. Now let's say if I'm trying to deploy something over here, let's test how it works. That is in inetpub www root. This was the what do you say, file which is there here. So now new text document. Text document. Remove both of them. So test file that is deployed here is a test file. So I changed only something over here. This image I removed, that's the reason no image is coming. But this is a test file that is supposed to be removed. I removed it. Fine. So either you can come here and refresh your browser to see. We are trying to refresh the browser, but that's not going to happen. So how we are going to, I mean, uh, make sure that our changes are reflecting. We're going to stop and start the IIS server so that it picks up the exact deployables, whatever are required. So now what we'll do a small work. So we'll go back. Go back to iNetwork. We'll cut this port. We've kept it in temp. Deploy. Let's place it. But still, even though I refresh it here, I'll be able to see only the test file. Why is it so? Because that is the default part which is set for my server. So go to sites. You have basic settings. Go to basic settings. This is a path. Deploy. Set my path. I'll stop my server. Start it. So it has picked up files from the location, that is inetpub temp and inetpub temp and deploy. That's the path which we have set, and it has picked up files which are present in the same path and try to deploy the same thing. So this is how we are going to deploy in a IIS server. So only two main things which has to be looked at in deploying IIS server is, first one, try to check whether your server path is, your site path is properly set in the IIS server manager, and once you move all the files, whatever you want to move here, after moving all the deployable files here, you have to stop and start the server so that the server picks up the latest files. Okay. You clear, Santosh? You want me to uh, explain you anything else?
No, so far it is clear.
Okay. This is the PNG just picking up. Let's do one thing. Fine. Go ahead with another part. Just let me complete all the pending things. Last switch server. Changes, substring, downstream plugin installation action, execute requirements and build plugins. Complete this as of today. Cover this topic. We submit. Meanwhile, you can turn off. So this is in the Windows server which I have connected. So inside it actually doesn't display the entire list like how our Windows PC displays, but you can search whatever you want from this option. You can search everything here. Basic things you have: control panel, server manager, partial, and few administrative tools. That's it you have over here. Okay. So just I'm closing my remote desktop connection. Just got me disconnected. This is running. This is public IPS. Browse. Well, it used for a latest version. It is nothing very good. Sudo yum. Good. Running. Good. Okay. So I have now slash log Jenkins. Just add few default plugins which we get while installation. Admin, password admin. Yes, now plugin installation management is a new deployments. Good. So we'll go to manage Jenkins first. We'll create jobs, but still go to manage Jenkins first. We have manage plugins. This first section shows any plugins which needs to be updated. All the available plugins, installed plugins. And some advanced sections. So these are all the plugins that have been installed. Default. We have got them. Okay. So I'll go to all the available plugin list. We'll install Maven. I misspelled plugin. Let's see what all will install. GitHub authentication plugin. have Jabber, Skype, Amazon, a lot of plugins. Just to copy artifact plugin, we'll use this. Build monitor view. See, just it's a plugin. So you can scroll. I will EC2 plugin, and now download now and instead of to restart. Restart Jenkins when installation is completed and no jobs are running. Need to restart. Let's create a new job. So now we'll explore where we are getting all the features which we have installed. I'll tell you a few more things. So we have and we have copy artifacts from another project. So just I'm trying to tell you. So we have installed copy artifact plugin. So to actually use that, so when we get options within this Jenkins page. So first, if you're installing some plugin and if you want to actually utilize it, how will you know? You should be first aware what all are the options that are present in your default Jenkins configuration page, so that anything which is added, you can figure it out. If you don't have idea of that, then we can't figure out how to use the plugin which is being installed. So what is the project? From there you have to copy the artifacts, and do you want last successful build to be copied, or last build, or upstream and build, whatever it is, a specific build number you want to copy. So everything is specified here. So based on that, you can copy the artifacts from your other project, any other project in your Jenkins instance. Okay. now I didn't do anything, I just gave a name to it, I saved it, and we'll go to manage Jenkins section. An interesting part to see. Manage Jenkins. We have gone to manage plugins and we have installed plugins. But what if few plugins needs few configurations which don't come by default? You have to manually go and do some configurations. So in such case, in such scenario, from where are you going to make those configuration changes to the plugins? So you have to go to configure secure system. So whereas configure global security is for security, authentication, authorization purpose. So what configure system is for configuring your system with the list of available plugins, whatever we have. So something you have over here. So yes, first it speaks about the node, then build monitor, because we have used this plugin, build monitor plugin. Just add a new cloud. Go ahead and add a cloud here. The name, the MSN EC2 credentials you can add here. Okay. The region, US East EOS, EC2 key, pairs, private key. You need to add all this and you can test a connection so that a connection is established between that cloud. If you want to add it, and you will add it from here. Wait. Manage Jenkins. It's not seen here. Not there. Maven dependency trigger, Maven release plugin. Yeah, Maven invoker plugin. So whatever I found with Maven, I'm just installing it off. Project configuration info plugin. Plugin configuration. Just my default in this version. Let's go ahead. Actually, in this configuration section, we get an option to configure or install Maven plugin of the proper version. So, but I think it is coming as the default for this updated version which we have installed. Not sure. Let's see. Let's go to configure and just configure project for today and let's see. Yes. Build triggers, build part. Invoke top level Maven target. So let's see. Okay. So now, what is this Maven about and why am I looking at into it is Maven is the build tool. Okay. So build tool used to build what actually? So it's a build tool. So it used to build what? Okay. So we have a code. Okay. So we have some Java code. Source code, we have some source code, Java source code. So this code, when you build this code, what are we going to get? Set of deployables. What are those set of deployables? It could be either jar file or var files or a combination of both jar, var or few EAR files. It all depends on a requirement. We will be getting few deployable files. So initially we have only code. So from code we have deployable files. We move these deployable files onto a server, then that is reflecting our application and application starts working over there in the server, not without moving the entire source code. So this deployable file is generated by a set of deployables are generated by a build tool. Okay, so Maven, when you are running a Maven plugin, you are building a source code with a Maven plugin. It executes the Java code and generates few deployables. Similarly, when you are running with plugin, it runs few build. I mean, it executes the entire code and generates few deployables. Similarly, for a .NET, you have MS Build plugin to build the .NET code and generate deployables. Okay, so how is it going to know? You can ask me, Spandana. We have different projects in the same Jenkins server. I have 10 projects. All have different codes in it, and is it taking? How is it trying to build it? Okay, so considering what configurations we need to build a code. So it will consider configurations present in the pom.xml. We'll speak specific to Maven. In the pom.xml, whatever is there, we'll take that pom.xml file, and based on the pom.xml file, we will build our project and generate deployables, which will be moved across servers for deployment. Okay. Sampath, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Fine. We have three build tools which we'll be using. Maven, Ant, and MS Build. Maven and Ant, and specifically for building Java projects, and MS Build for building .NET applications. Okay, so we have all the three plugins installed here. So we'll try to configure those plugins. I mean, just use it, not configure. Use those plugins and do Maven build, Ant build, and MS build even. Okay, I'll take little small sessions on form.xml and build.xml files which needs to be written and how they can be written. There are some just what is this HTML, sorry, this is not HTML. What is this? Those are few HTML tags only between which it is written. So we will just see those tags tomorrow and we'll continue with it. Okay. And this usage plugin we have installed. So what it is showing, this usage of the Jenkins server on which we have installed, this is a plugin. Let's see, it shows record job disk usage, record workspace disk usage, record build disk usage. So if you want to record any build disk usage, or job disk usage or workspace disk usage, it'll build, I mean it'll take a record of it and show it to us how many ever days you want to check it out. A day ago, a week ago, a month ago. Okay. Chalo, so but I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So but just try install IIS server today. Okay. So it's hardly taking five
Yeah, I'll
minutes.
do it.
Okay. Try installing it. If it works, fine.
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah. Chalo. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
You have your Jenkins server already configured. Try installing few plugins and see if you're able to, let's install the plugins, copy artifact plugin, disk usage plugin, just few Maven invoker plugin. Just install and see whether you are trying to see it reflected. I mean, it's being reflected in the configuration section or not. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, Sampath.
Bye, Spanna.
Yeah.